Okay, this is just going to be a quick video to demonstrate how to build out this survey. So this is what I've come up with. And we can change this, we can add to it. However, we need to get something built ASAP so we can apply for CPHS approval. So let me just show you quickly what it looks like so far. This is a short intro, impressions from faces, blah, blah, blah. Many people believe we can tell a lot about others just by looking at their face, so we're going to ask you to judge people by looking at their face. And this is what each page looks like so far. So we show an image, and I'll show you in a second. I've created 5 different images for this particular morph. This one, I believe, is 75% white, 25% Asian. So on the slider below, please indicate if you think this person is fully Asian, fully white, or mixed Asian white. And then there's this slider. I'm also asking about perceived self-identification, because that connects with the Jackie Chen paper. Could give us interesting data. And then 14 trait impressions. So this is all based on the Skinner paper. And what I did was I've tried to find some stereotypes that are particularly applied to Asians in this paper, some that are particularly applied to whites, and some that are particularly applied to mixed race Asians and whites. So these are the ones here. So for example, conservative is mainly applied to whites. Arrogant mainly applied to whites. But likable mainly applied to Asian white biracial. So I've taken them from these tables here, or these plots here I should say, but also from this table here. And this table is freely generated stereotypes. So I've used a couple from here. So if you look at there's 5 that were like mainly a white stereotype, 5 that were mainly an Asian stereotype, but only 4 that were mainly a mixed race stereotype. So there's less, at least from that paper. But who knows? Like, I don't think their samples were that great, and I doubt that we'll replicate their results exactly. So it'll be interesting to see. Also, they weren't using images, they weren't using photographs of people, they were just using category labels. And that does tend to matter in my experience. So we've got arrogant, clever, conservative, critical thinker, dependable, doesn't belong, efficient, greedy, happy, hardworking, likable, materialistic, racist, quiet. So my thinking is we'll have however many morphs, 5 males, 5 females, maybe more. Everybody will get shown one, so randomly shown one of the morphs for each morph, and answer all these items for that morph. So it'll give us like a nice amount of data, and we can fit some nice multi-level models to it with multiple ratings nested within individuals, and we'll have a good range of typically Asian stereotypes, typically white stereotypes, and typically mixed race stereotypes. And we can also look at how the race impressions vary and how the perceived self-identification varies by participants' race, participants sort of where they've grown up, especially if they're Asian, if they grew up in the US or in Asia, and also, obviously by the race of the target. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of data. It'll be like, somewhat complex to model, but we'll have plenty of time to go through all that. So the way to, how did I get these? I mean, this is not going to be that surprising, but what I did was went to the morphs. I have a few on my computer here, so let me go female morph 1, and just sort of open it up in Morphage. Okay. And with I kind of want to find one where it sort of needs work, so let's see. Yeah, see how that we've got this ear issue here? What I'm going to do is I'm going to ignore that. Here I'm going to sort of create screenshots, but just fix those images up in Photoshop before I use them in Qualtrics. So um, you might find a more efficient way of doing this, but for me, I'm just taking screenshots of these images. I think the res is fine. So there's going to be my 100% white image. And then all I'm doing is just clicking start and stop as fast as possible. Like maybe like 3 times, and then taking a new screenshot. And you end up with too many screenshots, but then you can sort of look through them and select them based on what you want. So 1, 2, 3, and that's going to be my next screenshot. Just try to make sure it's all inside the white border. It doesn't matter if they're not like perfectly lined up, because people only look at one at a time of these. 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to keep going through this, and I think I should end up with about 15 screenshots. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And it's Shift Command 4 to get this screenshot on a Mac. You probably know that already. 1, 2, 3. Now, in previous research, they've been like, I was reading the papers, and they're pretty exact about these morphs and the morphs in between, and they're like, we got exactly 25% Asian, 75% white, and stuff like that. And I actually think like we should aim for that, and we should say that's what we've done, because ultimately, like it doesn't really matter that much if the effects you're looking for are sort of differences between, say, Asians and whites, to like different ratings toward the same photo. So these are going to need a lot of editing, because you see like this is the top of it being like pulled down quite a lot. But we can sort of make sure we don't select that here. One, 2, 3. Yeah, the ears are going to need a little bit of work in Photoshop, but that'll be easy. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Okay, so that's going to be the last one. So I'm just going to go, so the screenshots appear on your desktop when you take them. So now I'm just going to count how many screenshots I ended up with. I think it'll be about 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, 13. That's okay. So this one is going to be fully white, and I'm going to call it female1 underscore 100% white. And then the last one will be female 1, 0% white. And this is just like like an easy way of naming them and understanding what's what. And you'll see in the survey, like I'm going to use the same convention. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and I need to choose 3 of them. So let's say we might go for number. Just think if there's an easy way to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11. And if I was going to try to choose, if it was 3, then I select 1, 3, then I select 1, and then, okay. So it's going to be like I skip 3, select 1, skip 3, select 1, and then skip 4. So there's going to be at some point skipping 4. So I don't really mind how you do this because I think like the end result's going to look pretty similar anyway. But we definitely don't want these end ones. So I'm going to just say, I'm going to skip 4 in the middle. So I'm going to like skip these 3, select this one, 1, 2, 3, skip those 4, and select this one, and then it's 2. Oh no. Okay, I screwed up. Actually, it's perfect. I'm going to skip 3, select this one, skip 3, select this one, and then skip 3. Alright. No, that doesn't make sense. Because I need 3 more. Okay, sorry. How about if I skip 2, skip 2, skip 2. That actually works really well. So this one's going to be the, I guess, 25% white, 50% white, 75% white. So I'm going to get rid of the ones I'm skipping. And then I will name these guys. So this one is, it's actually female 1, 75% white. This one, 50%. Female 1, 50% white. And then this one, female 1, 25% white. Oh my god, Rosie. I don't know if you can hear it, but my dog is just grumbling on her bed. I'm trying to make a video. Relax. I'm gonna give her... No, I can't reward that behavior. I was gonna give her a treat, but no, she doesn't get a treat for growling. Quit it! Sorry. Okay, so I have my images. Now I just need to check them. I mean, that looks fine. That looks like I want to fix it. That looks like I want to fix it. That looks like I need to fix it. And that looks fine. So the middle 3 generally are going to be the ones you need to edit a little bit. But these only need very minor editing. So I'm going to open it up in Photoshop. I'll open all 3 of them in Photoshop actually. And this will be super fast. Just watch. Open with Photoshop. Great. Okay. So zoom in, Command plus. And the only thing really wrong with it is this bit under the ear. Oh, maybe a little bit here too. Okay, so an easy way to fix it is just to select the area that's problematic. And then I find it looks good if you modify the selection and just go feather. 2 pixels is good. And then just go edit, fill, use white, mode normal, opacity 100%, and then kind of problem solved, more or less. So just do that on the other side as well. Modify, feather. And actually, there's no reason why you should do 2 selections. You can just add to the selection if you press shift. So I'm just going to fill, okay. And then, yeah, I think nothing else. What's that hair? I think that's fine. So just Command S to save it. Let Photoshop catch up. Okay, close it. Now we're just going to do the same thing here. Okay, so super quick. Let's get rid of this weird problematic ear bit. I'm going to press shift, add to my selection, get rid of this weird bit. Again, over this side, shift, get rid of this problematic ear bit, and I think this bit looks a bit weird here. So I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, select, modify, feather, okay, edit, fill, white, okay. It looks better, I guess. I still want to fix this part. No, that section. Okay, it looks a little bit weird here, but whatever. Same here. Oh, forgot to save it. Command S. And now last one. Just tracing around here. Okay, select, modify, okay, edit, okay. Cool, alright, these are going to be fine. So now I've got the images. I'm going to put them in the Qualtrics survey and create a new, a whole new block. So this block is going to be the first female block added. I've got a male block, M male 1, just going to copy it. So copy block, call the new block female 1, copy. Alright, so that should all be copied except for the label. So what I'm going to have to do is say, okay, female 1, and then this is 0 white, right? So I'm going to go 0 white, and then replace the image. So go to the rich content editor, get rid of the image, and then I'm just going to upload the ones that I just created. Rosie, what? I'm making a video. She thinks I'm just talking to myself. I think maybe she's worried about me. So 0 white, okay. Make it 1000 wide, just because I've done that for all the others. And there she is. So it's going to be 0 white. The next one will be female 1, 25 white. And you'll upload the image the same way here. And then so forth. So obviously, yeah, female 1, 50 white. And then female 1, 75 white. And then female 1, 100 white. So you will replace all these images, and I'll do that later. This one, I just want to call it female 1 self ID. And then this one, I believe, female 1 traits. At least I think that's what I called the male one. Let me just double check, because I want to have all these names constant across all the blocks. No, stereotypes. Fine. I actually like traits more, so I'm going to change this one. Traits. Okay. So that's it. It's easy. I'm going to send you the password to log into my my Qualtrics to keep building it out. This stuff, don't worry about it all. This is the extra data that I'd like to get from the RPP, which is kind of like kind of like my reason for helping with this, because I want to add a bunch of extra stuff. But what I would say to you is everybody that does the study, they're going to do this part first. They're going to do your part, the mixed race Asian white part first. Then they'll move on, and I'll get some data off them that I'm interested in for other projects. So yeah, yeah. I'll send you the login details, but I'll also send you like all the morphs that we have so far. I'm not totally sure how many we should aim for. Maybe not too many, just because they're answering like a lot of questions. 14 trait ratings for every morph we have. So my guess would be, yeah, we can't have too many. I mean, like, yeah, we can have a lot, but I mean, by the time we have 5 males and 5 females, that's 10. 14 ratings of each, plus the 2 race questions, so it's 16. That's like 160 ratings you're getting off people. That's not that many. I mean, we could aim for more than that, maybe. I'd say maybe 10 males, 10 females would be like the limit, but yeah, it's good. It's actually going to be a lot more data than other people have had in the past who looked at this question. So, like, for example, if we don't replicate like Halberstad's finding, it's probably not true. It's probably not a true finding, and we may even be able to like publish that non-replication, just because we'll have good quality data. We'll have a bigger sample, more targets, more ratings per target. Yeah, it'll just be should be really solid data. So yeah, this video was good. I'm getting better at this, more efficient, I think. Okay, good luck with this. Any questions? Let me know. Okay, bye.